Growing older doesn't automatically equate to diminishing capabilities. A significant number of individuals maintain their vigor, strength, and mental acuity as they advance in age. Should you find yourself between 65 and 80 years old and still capable of performing the subsequent 8 tasks, your likelihood of reaching a century of life is notably elevated. These proficiencies provide insights into your physical condition, cognitive sharpness, and self-reliance. They are indicative of successful aging and foreshadow a prolonged and gratifying existence. First, the ability to walk a mile without pause. Walking, while seemingly straightforward, serves as an exceptional gauge of overall well-being. If you retain the capacity to walk a mile uninterrupted, it signifies superior cardiovascular health, robust musculature, and stable joint function, qualities that distinguish you from many of your contemporaries. Endurance in walking suggests that your heart and lungs are operating with optimal efficiency, effectively distributing oxygenated blood to your muscles. A decline in aerobic capacity is common among individuals over 65. However, those who preserve their ability to walk substantial distances tend to exhibit decreased susceptibility to heart ailments, strokes, and diabetes. Moreover, this aptitude underscores independence. Numerous older individuals who encounter difficulties with walking ultimately confront mobility restrictions, which impinge on their capacity to execute daily routines, travel, or partake in outdoor pursuits. The capacity to walk a mile without stopping implies an ongoing engagement in an active lifestyle, interaction with the surrounding environment, and maintenance of a physical fitness level that can augment your lifespan. Beyond the tangible benefits, walking fosters mental wellness. Those who remain mobile are inclined to sustain social connections, mitigate isolation, and experience reduced rates of depression. If you effortlessly manage extended walks, you belong to an exclusive cohort of older adults poised for continued successful aging. Second, the ability to maintain balance on one leg for 10 seconds. Equilibrium is a critical determinant of longevity. The capacity to stand on one leg for a minimum of 10 seconds serves as a compelling indicator of coordination, lower body strength, and neurological integrity. Research indicates that older individuals who struggle with balance face an elevated risk of falls, fractures, and other health complications that can curtail life expectancy. Sound balance signifies that your muscles, joints, and nervous system are harmoniously functioning. It suggests that your reflexes remain sharp, enabling you to adapt to alterations in movement and terrain without forfeiting stability. Many nonagenarians exhibit remarkable balance, empowering them to maintain activity and independence well into their later years. Individuals who sustain their balance into their 70s and 80s frequently possess a strong core and lower body, facilitating the effortless execution of daily tasks, whether it involves reaching for an item on a high shelf, navigating uneven ground, or simply getting dressed. Balance is integral to nearly every movement. Those who retain this ability are less prone to the fear of falling, a prevalent concern among aging individuals. This confidence in movement fosters increased participation in social and physical activities, thereby contributing to a more extended and fulfilling life. Third, the ability to rise from a chair without hand assistance. Leg strength and agility represent two pivotal elements in ascertaining the quality of aging. Demonstrating the ability to rise from a chair unaided by your hands signifies a commendable degree of muscular strength, flexibility, and functional independence. The ability to stand up from a seated position is a fundamental indicator of longevity. Research has established that individuals who find this task challenging exhibit a significantly heightened risk of frailty and mortality. The rationale is straightforward. Robust leg muscles are indispensable for movement, balance, and fall prevention. This capacity also reflects, as individuals age, their overall capacity to move often leads them to depend on furnishings, mobility aids, or other supportive apparatuses as their muscular strength diminishes. The capacity to stand up from a seated position without difficulty typically indicates the presence of sufficient strength and equilibrium to sustain independent living for many years to come. The established correlation between muscular strength in the legs and extended life expectancy is well substantiated. Individuals possessing greater muscular strength are better prepared to manage the everyday requirements of physical activity, recuperate more rapidly from illnesses, and sustain a higher general quality of life. This seemingly uncomplicated action mirrors profound underlying health advantages that may play a role in attaining a lifespan of 100 years. The ability to clearly recall recent occurrences and dialogues is important because cognitive well-being holds equivalent importance alongside physical health concerning longevity. The capacity to recollect current conversations, remember the identities of individuals, and take part in relevant dialogues implies optimal brain performance. The weakening of memory stands out as a prevalent worry among individuals advancing in age and could represent an initial indication of neurodegenerative ailments. Conversely, individuals who sustain robust memory function into their 70s and 80s face a considerably diminished risk of experiencing dementia or Alzheimer's condition. Explicit memory and mental sharpness stand as potent markers of total brain health. They demonstrate appropriate blood flow to the brain, the capacity to establish novel neural connections, and an actively participating mind. Individuals who sustain mental acuity generally participate in pursuits that challenge their cognitive capabilities, for example, reading, completing riddles, or participating in energizing dialogues. Individuals exhibiting formidable cognitive capabilities likewise display a propensity to adopt improved lifestyle patterns, preserve social bonds, and oversee their health with efficiency, all elements contributing to an extended lifespan. If your memory remains unimpaired and you can maintain pace in complicated dialogues, you occupy a privileged stratum of older individuals possessing a hopeful future. The capacity to ascend a flight of stairs without encountering exhaustion necessitates cardiovascular stamina, muscular strength, and joint adaptability. The sustained ability to execute this action without experiencing breathlessness signifies an outstanding degree of physical fitness, setting you apart from numerous peers within your age bracket. Ascending stairs constitutes a comprehensive physical exercise that engages the heart, lungs, and muscles of the lower body. It similarly represents a practical aptitude indicative of overall functional competence. Numerous older individuals start evading stairs due to joint discomfort, tiredness, or apprehensiveness concerning potential falls. Individuals who sustain the ability to ascend stairs without difficulty exhibit a greater likelihood of preserving mobility and independence for a prolonged duration. This aptitude additionally implies that your cardiovascular system and respiratory organs function optimally. Substandard cardiovascular well-being ranks among the principal factors behind disability and premature mortality. The ability to ascend stairs without complications implies that your heart pumps blood effectively, your muscular tissues secure ample oxygenation, and your lungs effectively supply air. Supplementing the physical advantages, ascending stairs mirrors confidence in movement. Individuals who uphold their capacity to navigate stairs without reluctance exhibit a reduced likelihood of encountering a decline in mobility, enabling them to persist in relishing an active and gratifying existence. The capacity to carry groceries unaided demonstrates that strength and endurance assume a pivotal function in determining longevity. The sustained capacity to carry grocery bags without straining indicates a degree of muscular function that numerous older individuals forfeit with the passage of time. Specifically, grip strength has been recognized as a salient predictor of life expectancy. Research indicates that individuals exhibiting superior grip strength generally live longer and encounter fewer health-related complications. The capacity to carry groceries likewise signifies upper body strength, core stability, and joint well-being. The capacity to uphold autonomy is a vital element. This skill holds substantial importance as it mirrors practical, everyday competence. Numerous senior citizens gradually become dependent on others for fundamental activities as their physical power wanes. The effortless lifting and carrying of groceries signifies continued self-reliance, competence, and physical robustness. The capability to lower oneself to the ground and rise again without struggle demonstrates excellent mobility and suppleness, both crucial for healthy aging. Successfully executing this movement reflects remarkable joint condition, muscular strength, and comprehensive physical harmony. This aptitude reveals that your body retains its nimbleness and capacity to adjust. A decline in flexibility often occurs as individuals age, resulting in discomfort during simple movements. Those maintaining fluid movement patterns are more likely to prevent falls, injuries, and deterioration in mobility. People who can effortlessly rise from the floor typically experience fewer joint problems, possess enhanced muscular power, and exhibit superior bodily command. This capability strongly suggests sustained autonomy and an energetic way of life. Sustaining a constructive and involved social existence is also critical. Extended life expectancy encompasses not only physical well-being, but also emotional health. Individuals who cultivate robust social bonds generally experience greater longevity and increased happiness. Research consistently demonstrates a correlation between loneliness and isolation and elevated mortality rates. Participating in significant dialogues, nurturing friendships, and engaging in social pursuits all foster mental and emotional wellness. People with vibrant social networks tend to exhibit reduced stress levels, enhanced immune system performance, and heightened overall contentment. Maintaining social engagement, activity, and a positive attitude places you on a trajectory toward a prolonged and gratifying existence.